Tonight on Private Investigators, catching a thief in the act.
The compact discs were found in his van.
I think the most...
And a new private eye is born.
Can you carry a gun now that I've got this special license?
Yeah, you're right.
The owner of a commercial cleaning firm is worried that one of his workers has been stealing from his clients. So he's called in Glyn Rigby of the Investigation Bureau to try and catch the thief in the act.
We've had the initial meeting with the client. They have a staff member who looks to be a bit of a problem in terms of some of his activities inside premises he's supposed to be cleaning. The client has contacted a regular client of theirs. We're going to use their premises. The cleaner's going to arrive tonight in the early evening, clean the premises. We suspect that he may steal something from the premises, so we're going to install a camera. And this is the camera, which is a pretty standard board camera. We'll hardwire it into an Ethernet folder, which we have for the purposes. This is the folder we'll use. What we'll do is we'll wire the camera into the folder, so it will view out the hole in the middle of the folder. We'll place the folder on the shelf. Well, hopefully he won't notice the camera and we'll be able to monitor his movements covertly. What we need to do, we also have a video recorder here that's going to be running off the camera, and we need to somewhere disguise and hide that within the premises. What we've done is we feel that this part of the office is where the cleaner may feel confident to steal. It's secluded, it's down the back, and he should have plenty of warning if somebody comes in the front door. There are also a number of high value items around here, and one of the key baits we think is this pile of compact discs. He could safely remove one or two of those without the owner knowing that they'd been gone probably for quite some time. Okay, what we've done is we've just put the video camera in there, place some items in front of it, disguise it in case he noticed it while he's cleaning the floor. Just place that over it. Okay, we'll put the camera in position. We've hardwired the camera into the folder, comes down the wall under the desk. The wires are all now disguised. We put the video recorder in the shelves. We've covered the video recorder. We know that the picture and the focus is correct. We've checked the office on the monitor. We'll just go and wait for our cleaner to arrive.
The suspect arrives on cue for his cleaning shift. With the bait set and the camera in place, it's just a case of waiting to see what happens. There's no complaints about the man's cleaning skills. As these pictures show, he does a very thorough job of the vacuuming. But it isn't long before he takes the bait. He devotes a fair amount of time to sifting through the CDs. Looking around to make sure he's not being watched, he selects the ones he likes the look of, then puts them aside. Finally, he takes them out and into the van with the rest of his gear.
Last night I watched the cleaner arrive. After he left, myself and the owner of the building entered the premises, and we viewed the video and did a stock take on the items that were in the premises. We found 3 compact discs missing. It was the only thing that appeared to be stolen, and fortunately he's clearly visible on camera taking those compact discs. This afternoon he's been interviewed at his place of work, where he initially denied the theft, but once shown the video, obviously he really was left with no option but to admit taking the compact discs. The compact discs were found in his van, which is a company van which was parked on company premises. He surrendered those to us. A further search of his van also identified some cannabis leaf and 3 cannabis pipes used for the purposes, obviously, of smoking cannabis. These 2 were on company property and in the company vehicle. I left the premises when he was safely delivered into the hands of the police after we briefed the police on the background to it and made them aware of the evidence and showed them the videos and so forth.
As a result of the investigation, the cleaner was fired and charged with theft as a servant and possession of cannabis and cannabis utensils. Coming up, investigating forged signatures.
And in my opinion, they are indeed attempted forgeries.
Ron McQuilter of the Investigation Bureau has been hired by a corporation which suspects a staff member of forging signatures to steal a large sum of money. Ron needs expert help to examine the evidence, so he's flying south to brief a handwriting specialist. The suspected forgeries are so crucial to the case that Ron has to deliver them in person. He's met at Wellington Airport by expert handwriting analyst Linda Morrell. Linda is the only independent handwriting specialist in the country, outside the police.
Okay, well this job involves what we suspect is a fraud or a forgery by an employee of a company.
Right.
We don't know who the author of the documents are, whether it's a male or a female. All we know is that we've got these documents which are not in keeping with the company documents. So what we need you to do is to examine the documents for handwriting with the comparisons that we've got from the company themselves.
Right.
And the first thing is to ascertain if the employee is the author of the documents or any other person. Well, here's these documents, Linda. If I can just give them to you and leave them with you, and I'll disappear.
Right here, and that's letter of instruction. Yep, fine. Yep. Okay.
Thank you.
Give me a ring before you come up, and then
Hello.
you can...
Roger. See ya.
Okay, see you later.
Bye-bye.
Ron heads off to see another client, leaving Linda with the evidence.
Okay, what have we here? Investigation Bureau. Got lists of documents, and he wants me to do the following examination because he thinks that we may have some forged signatures here. I have got samples of signatures by the genuine known writer, and I'm going to compare these to what we suspect may be forgeries. Then I've got a couple of suspects who they think may have done the signatures. So what I'm going to do is look at their handwriting and compare them with the signatures that we suspect are forgeries, and then see what happens. So basically what we're going to look for is hesitancy and unfluency throughout the signature, evidence of blunt line endings and beginnings that would not really be evident if it was a genuine signature. Compare the heights and sizes of the different letters between the genuine signatures and the suspected forgeries. Some of the differences noted, first of all, are the H in this signature here, the top signature. You notice that the pen line actually stops here and it doesn't connect to the U. However, in this signature down here, we get consistent connection from the H to the U. Also, another difference that I noted is within these group of signatures, the R stops and finishes towards the baseline again, where this R in the signature here actually finishes is almost like a V, and there's no finishing downstroke. And in my opinion, they are indeed attempted forgeries of this genuine signature by person or persons. In my opinion, I actually think that the forgeries have been completed by 2 people because there's differences. Basically the group of question signatures fall into 2 groups, and in my opinion it's more likely that they have been completed actually by 2 people. Now my next task is I want to look at some indentations. What I mean by that really is any evidence that there's some indentations of writing that have come perhaps from another document, which would also be a really good indication of possible source of where these documents have actually come from. This is quite interesting because on this document we've actually got indentations of the question signature, and it's all over the place, and it appears to be that they've actually tried to practice the signature before actually putting it on the actual document, and they've practiced the signature on a document while resting on the question document, so that's quite good. Okay, so what have we found to date? Basically that they are forgeries, and that's even supported by the fact that we've found indentations on some of the documents which show evidence of the writer practicing the signature before he actually placed it on the question document.
With the evidence strongly suggesting that forgery has taken place, Linda's ready to report back to Ron.
I've done the initial examination.
Yep.
I found some very interesting things.
Yep.
But I need to just do complete analysis. But
Yep.
you're free to take the documents away now, and then I'll do my report, and I'll call you when I've completed everything and my findings and stuff.
As soon as possible.
Yes,
if you don't mind.
of course.
As usual.
Yes. Now, is there a possibility this might go to trial?
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely.
So
make sure that your report's in a brief
Yeah.
form so that we can just give it up to the judge if necessary.
yeah, okay.
And we'll call you as a witness if we need you.
Yeah, and let me know as soon as possible.
Yep. Well, I'm just on the way back to the airport now, go and get a taxi and go back to Auckland. I've given the documents to Linda, left the documents with her. She's done her thing, I've now picked them up, and we'll now wait her report and see what her findings are.
With evidence of yet more money going missing from the company, Ron's investigation into the forgeries is ongoing. Meanwhile, back in the city, Tamsin Davies is on a mission.
Hi. Wondering if I could have my photo taken for passport shot? Yeah.
Do that for you, mate. Like
Thanks.
stand right there.
Okay.
Just looking into the lens on the camera.
But this is no ordinary passport shot, because Tamsin's on her way to becoming a private investigator.
Basically, I work for Auckland Investigations. I do administration duties, but also I've been doing investigations on the phone. And I thought I wouldn't mind getting out there and doing a bit of surveillance, you know, a bit of car work.
Are you excited about it all?
Yeah, very excited. You see it happening on TV and it looks reasonably easy. Just hope I don't get caught.
Dan Thompson Sr. runs through what it takes to become a private eye.
Now you've been here for a couple of weeks. I want you to get licensed, so you'll have to go through that licensing process. You know, you end up with a private investigator's licence. You'll need to have about 3 references. They will be checked out by the police to make sure you've got no, you know, bad habits, as it were.
Like a job reference.
Job
Verifying
reference.
my
That's
honesty
correct.
and
Integrity and all those sorts of things. So you're governed, and you will be governed by the Private Investigators Security Guards Act of 1974. The rights it gives you is that you will be able to then inquire into people's backgrounds. And if you want to make inquiries into a person's background, you need to be licensed to do that. The most important thing
Dan
is
goes through a
because you
list
have
of
licence
no-nos for
as a
would-be
private
PIs.
investigator. So have you done any murders or manslaughter lately? Right. What about it includes attempting to murder people, various assaults to people, discharging firearms. So if you have any of those sorts of crimes, you can't become a private investigator. So is there any questions you want to ask in relation to the job itself?
Like, can you carry a gun now that I've got this special licence?
Yeah, right. No. Definitely no guns allowed to be carried. No, that's a common misconception.
Next stop, the Auckland District Court, to take care of the paperwork.
So this is kind of the last step of me applying for this licence and seeing if they'll accept me, which I'm sure they will, because I've got no criminal history, none that I know of anyway. So I just need to post this off to them, get my 3 references, and I'm away. PI. Right, here we go. We'll see what happens.
With her licence on the way, Tamsin's ready to start learning the ropes. After the break, trouble in an exclusive New Year's Eve bash.
Exercise and futility.
Tuesday morning and Danny Thompson's off on a day trip to the Bay of Islands. Auckland Investigations have been hired by an events management company to do the security for an exclusive Millennium Bash on a privately owned island, and Danny's flying up for a recce. Nice work if you can get it.
Just basically looking around the island. At this point we'll be planning where the various tents and function venues are going to be held. We're looking at the main entry for the island. All the guests will be arriving by water taxi on this jetty. And what we plan on doing is basically having a look at the entire island, assessing where the weak points are as to where people may want to land.
Danny's brief is to ensure that the $500 a head event runs smoothly and trouble-free.
Okay, Don. What we're doing is called Operation Millennium. It's a New Year's Eve party that's happening up at Robertson Island in the Bay of Islands. It's a very high-class clientele that are going to be coming to this party. About 600-700 people, and our staff are just to make sure the event's sort of a success and there's no security problems, theft or violence or anything like that.
Besides PI work, Danny and his staff are experts in security management. A total of 12 guards will control access to the party and deal with any trouble, gate crashes in particular.
That would be a problem, that one that you mentioned before, which I wasn't really thinking about, but if a boat pulls in there, like a big boat, and it has their own out-of-control party.
We can't, there's nothing we can do.
That's the problem.
Because a lot of guys, like I said,
swimming to shore,
own like
jumping
70,
around.
80-foot fishing boats up there, right? And they're shitheads. And they're going to be out there, they're going to be decking it up, pissing it up, having a big boom party on there. And if they come into the middle of the bay, they can come right through the boats, boom, drop their anchor, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the weather for the big night isn't looking good, but the outlook's still rosy as far as Danny's concerned.
Just a beautiful venue, despite the weather. It's just fantastic. Best place in the world to spend New Year's.
There'll be an anchor point out
Dock
there.
Master Don Peters runs through security arrangements for the jetty.
We're going to have 3 groups processing coming on. 3 groups of 2. All right. Anybody who doesn't have tickets, we got an area. We'll take them off the site. We sort it out there. If we need to sell them a ticket, we'll sell them a ticket. If we think they're fit, if we don't think they're fit, whatever.
It's going good. The first load's coming through, so all hands to the deck, right?
With the first of 700 revellers arriving, the party soon gets underway. There are many VIPs in attendance, including the boss of a certain yachting syndicate. As darkness falls, it's bedlam down at the jetty.
Exercise and futility. 40 boats, they all want pickups at the same time. It's like the taxi rank in New York City, you know?
Don't say that.
With the party in full swing, Danny and Brownie are trying to calm down a visitor from Brazil who's been insulting other guests. They're reluctant to let her back into the party in case she misbehaves again. But after some gentle persuasion from Danny, she gets herself together.
What do you reckon, Brownie?
Well, a bit too much to drink, I think.
Put your hands in the air! Put your hands in the air! We have got 30 seconds to go!
The party reaches its climax with a countdown to the new millennium.
So they've gone around to pick up a few other people who got left behind who are now waiting 3 hours who are not going to enjoy their millennium. And then we have to start worrying about the departures. 3, 2, 1, can't hear you! Show the questions people for the day.
But not everyone's celebrating. Down on the wharf, there's a disturbance.
Down dead. He's got a very intoxicated guy here who wants to jump off the wharf, swim home. and we're holding him here for his own safety, really. He's assaulted one of the guards, and we're just waiting for him to cool down, and hopefully we can get him off on a ferry.
Says all I want to do is go back to my boat, right? And you tell me that I'm not allowed to do it.
You're not going on the wharf for your own safety?
You're being heavy. Leave me alone. Listen! You puppy dog.
They've been struggling with the man for a while, and Brownie's at the end of his tether. They finally managed to subdue the man, but he isn't happy.
Okay. Yeah, anyone can deal with the drunk. Just don't let him bite. Lanes that don't hurt you. He did punch me in the nose.
As the revellers rock on into the wee small hours, Brownie's nemesis ends up leaving on a launch with some friends, and the party continues till dawn. A well-known face goes for an early morning dip. Then toasts a new millennium. It's going to be an interesting year for him. And for Danny, Don and the team, the night's been a big success.
Great day, great night, hell of a party, and only had to whoop up on 3 rich people. Enjoyed every moment of it, especially the last ones I threw off.
Has the job gone well?
Oh, yeah, perfectly. A couple of minor little altercations, but no, everyone's really well behaved, just having fun.
Good, wholesome family event.
Excellent. Kids there and everyone's had a ball.
And what are you going to do now?
Breakfast.